And we are back, and we're doing some missions for the town of Lothering. We've got, I think that's the one that leads us out. This mission over here leads us out. Yeah, this is just taking us out. That's the end, so I think we just go back. I don't think we have too much left to do in Lothering. So we did, let's see, what can I make? I can make Mabari Crunch, which I don't need. Do I need anything from the Chastened?
The carnage we left in the wilds was horrifying.
Okay, I don't need any of that. Alright, let's move along. Now, this girl needs something that I can't do. I can't make traps, so... Alright, let's turn this in.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Right, okay, cool. Now, nothing else on the Chantry board. So I don't think I have anything left to do but leave. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna get on out of here. And I think I'm gonna go do I know the Wizard's Tower is a big quest, but I think all of the quests are fairly big. So I'm gonna go do the Wizard's Tower next because I want to get the wizard on my side. All right, so let's do this. Okay. Okay, gather our party and venture forth. Now here's going to be the opportunity.
Bad dreams, huh?
It seemed real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Okay, the Archdemon, is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Okay. Thanks, I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Alright. Alistair's approval. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna go to... We have to talk to everyone. When we're in these situations, we have to talk to everyone. But first thing I'm gonna do is... Because I don't think I can... if I go to inventory... No, I can go through everybody's inventory. So I'm gonna go to Sten, and I'm gonna give Sten a great sword. All right. I'm gonna give Sten some boots, some heavy chainmail, and which is better? The heavy chainmail that he's wearing. All right. And then this is gonna go to junk, and that's going to junk. And then all of these Nobody needs any of these. The balanced greatsword. Yeah, I think this is better. Let's look. Yeah. So this is garbage. And the fine dwarven blade is better. No. The Oathkeeper is better. So yeah, he's getting Oathkeeper. Fine dwarven blade can go by the wayside. Although I think that I can go sword and dagger. Let me take a look at this. Compare. Yeah, I can go sword and dagger, so I think I'm gonna start going sword and dagger. So we're gonna go that way. We're gonna be going sword and dagger. And enchanted, and they're the same. My enchanted blades are the same. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move that to junk. I don't have anything I don't need. Alright, that's cool. We're good. Now we're going to talk to some people. So I think we're going to start with Liliana. Let's do it.
Yes? Well, here I am. I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in. When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
Okay, and this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
Okay. I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop.
Okay, well, let's be clear. I'm a dwarf, so I don't believe in the Maker and all of that stuff. That's somebody else. So do I need to talk to Alistair anymore? I know I need to talk to Morrigan. Let's see if Alistair has anything to talk about.
What do you need?
Do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
I just thought, that doesn't mean I don't mourn his loss.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry.
Okay, no harm. There's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
That's an excellent idea.
I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Dwarves don't practice cremation, do they? How do your people honor your dead?
We entomb our dead within the stone beneath our taigs.
I heard about that, now that I think about it. Their spirits return to the rock, strengthening the foundation of the taig. It sounds so strange.
No stranger than burning your honored dead to ashes.
I suppose you're right. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Okay, maybe I'll go to High over with you when you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Alright. We're gonna be buds. We're gonna be friends. Alright, now, who else do I need to talk to? I need to talk to, Sten.
Why are we stopping?
I think we should talk for a moment.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Never mind, let's keep moving.
As you wish.
Yeah, Sten is annoying to talk to. I'll be perfectly honest with you. He's kind of a jackass. Where's Morgan? Where you at? Morgan,
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Okay, your mother's been doing this for a long time then?
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
Okay, and what do other animals think of you when you're changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
Okay, I've never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
Okay, okay. That's good. Such traditions need to be preserved.
I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
I think your abilities are quite useful.
Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Yeah. Okay, now, Morgan wasn't that annoying. Morgan is more agreeable than Sten. Now, here's what's going to happen. I do need to do something, because I just realized, as I made the change, that I am using swords, which means I have to go to inventory, and I have to check, well, first of all, and I have to check, not Morgan, Alistair, you're using Oathkeeper, but I'm going to have you unequip Oathkeeper for now. And I am going to unequip the Fine Dwarven Blade. And I can't pick up Oathkeeper because Oathkeeper requires 15 strength and I don't have 15 strength. So I'm going to pick up my Fine Dwarven Blade again. And Alistair, I wanted Oathkeeper for myself, but I can't do that. Alright, fine. So now, enchantment.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennick, at your service once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Okay. What are you selling exactly?
Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago.
Okay, you're free to stay. Just mind yourself.
Wonderful. Thank the gentleman, won't you, boy?
Thank you, sir.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna talk to the boy about enchantment. Well, first I'll talk to Sandal first.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Okay, let me see your wares. So what's your story exactly?
Well, if you're really interested, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm originally from Orzammar, just as you are, I suspect. You don't have the look of a surface dwarf about you. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Okay, why did you leave?
One day, a noble woman came to my stall. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
Okay. I can understand why. What happened then?
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tides. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
I see.
The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
And now you're here. You're quite lucky to have done so well.
I thank the stone every single day. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
Let's see what you got.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
All right, well, first of all, let me sell all the junk. And you have weapons. You've got, okay, that's not too bad. Let's look at your armor. Okay, you got some decent armor here. Stuff that I can actually afford, too. Some of this stuff is mine. You notice that? The proving helm? That's mine. That belongs to me. Most of the armor that I use is going to be stuff that I get from usable items, Tomb of Arcane Technique, Tomb of Physical Technique. I can't afford any of this stuff anyway. I'll buy it when I can afford it. Okay, so crafting. Okay, I need some of this stuff for crafting. I'm gonna buy 10 flasks. I'm gonna buy some distilling agent. I'm gonna buy 10 distilling agents. And I'm gonna buy 10 concentrator agents. Alright, and I don't think I have any recipes, alright? others. Do I have anything that I need to sell them? Crafting. Okay, so I've got like life stones and stuff like that. All right, we're good. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna talk to the boy.
Hello. The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Okay, I want some enchanting done.
Enchantment!
Alright, so we're gonna enchant Oathkeeper, and we're gonna put in it, fire damage, cold damage, +2 electricity damage. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go with the +2. Alright. And... okay, we're good. Now... we are going to move on now. Oh, let's talk to the dog. I don't think there's any reason to talk to the dog, but Paragon?
Oh, why, you little...
What? What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Well, he is a war dog.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Yeah. Alright, that's Paragon. Let's move along. Okay, gather the party and move forward. Okay, the party is, as always, Alistair.
Yes.
For now, it's going to be Liliana, but it's not going to be her for long.
Indeed.
Well, actually, it is going to be her for long, and Morrigan.
Indeed.
Alright. And let's accept all. And where are we moving? Where are we going to go for our next story? Denerim. Not to the Kikari Wilds. Not to the Red Cliff Village. Not to Solstice Pass. Frostback Mountains. We're going to the Circle Tower. We're going near the Circle Tower. Alright, let's do it. Alright, now, I believe there is this stuff around here. There's Deathroot.
Do you see the tower? The view from the top must be spectacular.
Alright. A few things we gotta do. We're gonna loot everything that can be looted. We're gonna go inside the bar.
The mages built their tower out in the middle of Lake Kalanad. They have an aversion to practicality.
Let's get started.
Alright, and what are you? Oh, let's do this first. And Mages Collective Liaison?
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
How could I help?
Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
Okay, I'll take a look at these requests.
Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you.
Alright, well, let's take a look at the sack. Please. Okay, let's do this one. Alright. We'll keep those. Alright, now who's this one? Can I talk to Kester?
Why, bless myself. What's a distinguished personage like yourself doing here?
I was looking to cross to the lake to the tower.
Don't hold your breath. No one's been allowed to cross the lake for days. I'm the ferryman. Leastwise, I used to be. Poor old Kester. Out of a job.
Okay, so I can't get across. Why?
I don't got a clue. They wouldn't tell me. Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester. We got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy, named for my grandmum she was.
Okay. Who's Gregor?
He's Knight Commander of the Templars up in the tower. Good man.
Okay. Something wrong at the tower?
I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic. But the tower's always got something to do with magic.
Okay, I should get going then.
You go on ahead then. They were nice talking to you.
Alright. So that's going to be the end of this episode, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.